Well, take a look at Palantir stock today, guys. We're used to all these green days, green day after green day after green day. Now we're actually getting some red, and it's actually a healthy pullback. We're down 2% as the entire market is down, and we have the VIX up over 7%. So we have to do a quick update on the charts here, guys. What I'm looking to do, am I buying the dip? Am I staying away from buying the dip? Kind of where my head's at here. And we'll go over some other stocks later in the video. But first, guys, of course, first and foremost, take a sip of your coffee. Cheers. I appreciate you guys. And hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. We have 50% of you guys out there watching but not subscribing. Make sure to subscribe and join the free email stock newsletter, and check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates if you guys are interested. I actually made an update yesterday. Those links are down below, and now let's just dive into it. So it is now, what time is it? About 1:30 p.m. East Coast time, and you're watching this after the bell, but as of now, we're pretty much over halfway through the day, and Palantir Technology stock is down almost 2%, and we're back in the high 130s, right, which we only got to the over 140 momentarily, but now we're back in the high 130s, and we're slightly pulling back. And you guys know, I mean, if you've been watching this stock, it's been going on a rampage recently, right? You all know that. I mean, this thing was at 60, 70 bucks just 2 months ago, and now we're up like 100% off those lows. And just yesterday, we hit another all-time high, and it's almost like the stock had a blow-off top rally in the morning. Yesterday morning, we opened up at about 138, 140, actually more like 140. Then we ran all the way to the mid-140s up to about 145. And then, well, it started coasting down, cooled off a bit heading into close, pretty much giving back all the intraday gains yesterday. And now, again, we're down about 2%, selling off even more, right? Continuing that little selling momentum that we saw in yesterday's session after the morning pop. So, not the end of the world, in other words. You know what I mean? If you pull up this 5-day, 5-minute, we're still looking great on this 30-minute chart. You guys can see, obviously, we're still looking great. We're above the 180 SMA, technically holding a higher low. You guys are seeing that right here, right? And this is just simply a healthy pullback. That's all it is on PLTR, man. And the more you pull the layers back, the more you're going to realize that. You're like, all right, here on the 1 hour chart, we're slightly under the 50 SMA, but we're still above the 180 SMA at about $134, $35 a share. And on the 4 hour chart, Palantir stock, guys, is still well in a breakout. You guys know that. Nobody's denying that. We have this ascending triangle. That's playing out. We went all the way to 145 on that breakout. Now we're selling off. And in my opinion, man, we might actually have a little more downside. We might have some more downside to go here. Maybe Palantir finds itself in this little 130 to 132 window, which would put us right by these moving averages on the 4 hour chart. So we're already down about $6 a share, 4.5%, 5% from the all-time high, not much at all. And the chart shows, especially if we get more selling in the overall stock market, the stock shows on the chart that we might be slipping a little bit more before the buyers come in. If they come in, we don't know what's going to happen, guys. Nothing is guaranteed in the stock market, obviously. But yeah, if we do start getting that drop, or the market in general to slip a little bit more, don't be surprised if we get a drop down to like 132 on Palantir, which you guys can see that was the high for about a couple of weeks. Then we broke out of it. If we held it as support on this pullback, that would be ideal. And honestly, I think short-term traders might start buying the dip, on the pullback here for the potential rebound. That's short-term traders, though. I don't know if we're going to get much long-term buying. Maybe people that are, I don't know, maybe people that have FOMO will buy this stock here, for a long-term investment. I don't know. But personally, guys, I'm not buying it here for my long-term portfolio. I'm just holding on to the shares that I already have at $21 a share, which is my average cost. But yeah, as a trade, I wouldn't be surprised if it came back a little bit more or down a little bit more. I wouldn't be surprised if buyers started to come in. But, we're not there yet, I don't think. We're not there yet. It might need to slip a little bit more before we get that short-term bounce. But, yeah, either way, man, I'm long Palantir. I'm not buying it for a long term at these levels per se, but I'm still holding on tight. And maybe if we come down a little more, I'll consider it as a swing trade in my trading portfolio. Because, guys, like I always say, I keep my trades and my longer-term investments separate, right? I have a trading account, right, for the most part, where, for the most part in that account is short-term stuff. And then I have my longer-term accounts, where I buy and hold for the most part, and I do different strategies in there. But, yeah, I think it's arguably a bit frothy here for a long-term investment. But, again, as a trade, if it comes back a little more, it might make sense. So what do you guys think about Palantir? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, I'm super curious kind of where your head's at. And by the way, 50% of you watch the content, but you're not subscribed. So if that's you, if you're watching these videos and you're not subscribing, make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 100K subs, and subs have been slowing down. I'll keep it real. On YouTube, man, the channel's been slowing down a little bit, but that's not going to stop us. It's not going to stop us, so make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all, and maybe we can build up some momentum again, get the ball rolling like it was a couple months ago. We were gaining like 2,000-3,000 subs a month. Now we're at like 500 a month. Let's see if we can change that, guys. Let's see if we can change that. So, yeah, other than Palantir, man, a lot of stocks are down today as well. Some big names. Oh, my God. Enphase down 25%. What the heck's going on with this one, man? Oh, my gosh. I don't even want to know. Yeah, it looks like a lot of downgrades came in today. I don't know what's going on there, but Enphase is down 25%. Stocks like OKLO are down, which I remember last Wednesday we called out a short on this one. Didn't take the trade, but man, that would have been a killer trade. Now it's actually down a lot from that point. But OKLO's down another 5%. Adobe's down 4%. You guys can see right here, Adobe's down 4%. Trading at 385. Man, if this comes down even more, I might have to consider it. Potentially, we'll see. Coinbase is also down. Excuse me, by the way, guys. I ate some lunch before this, and I'm getting some burps coming out right now. I don't want to, burp in the mic though. But but Coinbase, we're down a bit here, but we're still in a wedge. You guys can see here higher lows, lower highs at the same time. We have resistance at 265. Let's see if we can break that. My alert's at 265, guys. If we take that out on Coinbase, I think momentum will build up. But yeah, I don't know about today though. It's not going to build up today. It seems like stocks are getting hit. So again, it goes back to patience. How often do we talk about patience in these videos, guys? Man, you need patience, especially in the market, especially if you're trading. Man, you're gonna need to, realize you're not going to take trades every day, and stocks require patience, man. It's going to take some time. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Join the Patreon for my portfolio updates, linked down below. I just posted an update yesterday, and we're investing thousands of dollars a month, guys, beating the market, crushing it with that portfolio. Check it out down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.